welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie. If you saw the title of today's video, which I'm sure you did, which is why you clicked, guys, this stuff with Amber Heard is getting so silly, but I'm really happy because there is a twist at the end of this. So if you guys haven't heard this, but again, check out the twist because you might not have heard this last part, is that Johnny Depp, we all know he was the big winner in this court case. However, he has been sued by the ACLU. Guys, this is so stupid. I'm going to giggle my way through this. He's been sued by the ACLU because he requested paperwork and documentation from them on the BS hit piece, the op-ed they put out with Amber. So they sued him for almost $70,000, guys. However, Judge Penny is not having any of this, and I'm going to go into all of that. So there is a little secret twist to this that you're probably not going to hear anywhere else. And guys, make sure and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to see more updates like this, because I'm going to be covering all of this. I know it looks like this court case is over, but guys, this is just the non-stop hilarious story that just keeps on going and keeps on giving. I'm here for it because at this point, it's just entertaining. Like, I gotta tell you, and some people I know have been kind of offended a little bit. They're like, why are you laughing through this? I'm like, because we have Ghislaine Maxwell, who was just sentenced, right? Because of Jeff and an airplane and an island. I have to be careful even how I talk about that because I can get dinged on social media. But because of that, guys, we had that happen at the same time, no media coverage. So to me, on some level, this is all one big joke, but I also kind of feel that way when it comes to a lot of the stuff in the media. So that's why I don't take this super seriously. But the one thing I do like about this trial is it did highlight all kinds of different angles and things about abuse, which I think is very, very important to talk about. But at the end of the day, this is just, so we're going to cover this and not Ghislaine Maxwell, really. So it really drives me nuts. But I want to talk about this because I find this so funny. So let's go ahead. I want to pull up an article so you guys can see directly for yourselves exactly what's going on. But let me give you a little bit of backstory. So the big thing about this defamation trial, the reason that this happened was because Amber put out an op-ed with the ACLU talking about how she's a victim of abuse. Johnny said, hey, you're talking about me. You're hurting my career. Amber's argument and her team has been, no, we never said it was about you, but then on the stand, she admitted that it was. Like, Camille Vasquez did the most amazing job coming for Amber and basically making her admit it, which was hilarious to watch. So, with that, the ACLU, a couple things. Amber pledged millions of dollars to the ACLU that she never gave them, and now we know she's never going to get them, right? She didn't have the money. So the ACLU is now doing everything they can to recoup these losses, and they're coming after Johnny for it. So Johnny, who wins for defamation against them, they sue him because they said, well, you requested a lot of papers. And all the paperwork you requested ended up being $70,000 worth of paperwork. Is that a joke? So again, this whole thing is one big nonsensical joke. So, but Judge Penny sided with Johnny. Let's look at this and I'll explain exactly what I'm referring to. This is from TMZ. It says, Johnny Depp ordered to pay the ACLU $38,000, even though he won against Amber. It says, so this is ironic. Amber Heard lost Johnny Depp's defamation case in no small part because she lied about donating half her divorce settlement to the ACLU. And now a judge has awarded the ACLU $38,000. And guess who has to pay? Not Amber. Here's the deal. Johnny's legal team subpoenaed documents from the ACLU to prove Amber never had the cash. According to the ACLU, they had to produce 1,900 documents that took a lot of time. Yeah, pushing that print button and buying that paper and ink. The organization asked the judge to order Johnny to pay $86,000 for the time and expense. Sorry, more than what I thought. $86,000 for the time and expense associated with the document production. Johnny's lawyers called BS, yes, saying the tab was exorbitant and unreasonable because it was. The judge sided with Johnny and cut the bill pretty much in half. So now Johnny has to pay $38,000. Thank you, Judge Penny. Let's look at this and I'm going to explain this in a second. It says, Miss Amber Heard. And it says, Dear Amber, thank you for your wonderful gift of $35,000 to the ACLU, the first installment of your very generous pledge of $3.5 million that they will never see. I am honored by your vote of confidence in our work, especially our efforts on behalf of domestic violence victims. And I'm incredibly grateful that you have spoken out publicly on this critical issue. For nearly 100 years, the ACLU has been tireless in its effort to protect those who cannot protect themselves. With you by our side, we will continue to work, even though that's not the case now, with fierce determination and to advance civil liberties today and for years to come. Thank you for all you've done for us, not only for your generous financial support, but also for your leadership as a public figure. Amber, I so look forward to, what does that say? To something and thanking you in person. Meeting, that's what that word is. It says, I hope you have a wonderful fall. And then, as you know, Johnny won the case against Amber, so you might think she'd have to pay the costs that were incurred to reach a verdict squarely against her, insofar as Johnny's defamation case is concerned. But that's not the law, so Johnny has to pay. Thing is, it sounds like Johnny isn't going to take to the mat and make Amber pay that $8.35 million net judgment. So even though he won, he's left holding the bag with the ace. Can you imagine somebody writes a hit piece on you guys? Somebody writes a hit piece on you to destroy your life. You got to go to court. You win in court against the person that did that. And the organization that helped do that says, well, we're going to take your money now. But let me tell you what I like about this. Here's where Judge Penny, I think she's amazing, and this is where the judge sided with Johnny, okay? Because in this situation, he was supposed to, they were asking for $86,000. They were almost asking for $100,000 for ink and paper. Really? Is that what FedEx Kinko's cost now? Is that what we're doing? So the judge looked at this and said, this is ridiculous. Okay, somebody does have to pay for this. Amber doesn't have the money, so we're going to cut it in half. Why would the judge cut it in half? Well, number one, because $100,000 is ridiculous. And number two, because she knows Johnny is innocent. So she's trying, in my opinion, to find a happy medium and a middle ground for this situation. But when you see it, when you see that they're only getting half, this is a really big win, again, for Johnny. As much as it sucks, he has to pay that money. You got to remember, Johnny's not hurting for money, y'all. Johnny's doing just fine in terms, like, for most of us, right? For me, $86,000 would be a lot of money right now, as well as almost everybody watching. That's not much for Johnny. And the fact is, this just continues to look like, from a PR sense, right? Because you got to remember, why did Johnny do this? This was all a PR move. All of this. I mean, Amber wrote the op-ed as a PR move for herself, and then it hurt Johnny's career. So Johnny suing her was about getting his credibility, getting his good name back, which he absolutely deserves. So in this, for him, it's like, I gotta pay, what, $38,000 as PR right now? I mean, granted, he's paid more than that, and lawyers, court fees, right? But this is only more good PR for him, and unfortunately bad for Amber, because this shows, once again, that the courts more side with Johnny. Which begs the question, what is going to happen? Because we know Amber, if you guys go see my video from yesterday, is doing all these Hail Marys right now. Her and her team, they're trying to come up with any possible desperate, legal jujitsu to try to figure out how to get this verdict thrown out, or how to get a mistrial or a redo of the trial, which I would love a round two, because this was hilarious. I want to see Camille in her full glory going after this again. I don't know though. What do you guys think? I'm curious what you think. Do you think this shows this is a win for Johnny? Sound off in the comments and let me know. Tell me your thoughts. I like to hear from you guys. As well, I also just wanted to say a really big thank you. I came back to YouTube yesterday. It was my first day back. Guys, I think I hit 12,000 views. I've been uploading my TikTok content to YouTube, some of my shorts, and they have done so well. And I am so grateful. I really just want to tell you guys, I know I say this a lot, and I really hope you know it from the top to the bottom of the whole of my heart. I am so grateful for every single one of you that watches me. I'm so grateful for all the support. You guys have just changed my life in the best, most amazing way, and I cannot thank you all enough. So thank you for making my first day back very successful, and here's to a, hopefully, if I do things right, fingers crossed, a very successful second day, and I will keep you guys posted and updated. You guys know the last few years have not been super kind at different times, so any little success, and to me it's not little. I was like, you know what, if I can get 200 views on my first video on a topic I have no algorithm built for, I'll be really happy. So watching 12,000 roll in, I was like, this is literally, like, what is the percent on that? This is like, I don't even know, somebody math that for me in the comments. This is like a 20,000% increase from what I thought it was. I'm sure that's not the case. Like, I'm not mathing that at all correctly, but very, very happy. So thank you guys for a very successful comeback. And let me know if you like this content and you want to see more of this, because I will have more. We're just going to laugh at all the ridiculousness of all the things we see in the media. All right, guys. Take care. Lots of love, lots of blessings. Till the next video, I'm giving everybody hugs. Mwah! Kisses. Stay safe, and I will see y'all soon. Okay. Bye, guys.